All right, good evening, everybody. I want to thank you for joining us for our 2023 Camp Card Kickoff. I try to plan these things for nights that the weather's not good, but it didn't work out tonight, so I apologize that you're missing some good weather tonight. I have just a couple of ground rules that I want to share for the evening. You were muted when you came on, and that was to keep the noise to a minimum. Please do not take yourself off mute. All questions should be directed through the chat function. I'd like to thank Brandon Vavra for helping us out tonight. Brandon will be monitoring the questions, and at the end of the presentation, we'll go through all of them, starting with the most frequently asked. And if there's some interest, I'm happy to give you a little sneak peek at the digital card at that time as well. So just know that that's an option, and we can do that, and you can ask as many questions as you like. The presentation will last approximately 30 minutes, and I think we're ready to go. All right, so here it is, the 2023 Camp Card. We have some great new offers on the card, and we're happy to share that we will once again have a digital version of the card for each customer that purchases one. This is an incredible card, in my opinion, that should be very, very easy to sell. So many great things about the card this year, but we'll talk a little bit more about the offers in just a little bit. But that's just an image for you to kind of take a look at and see where we're going. I know that we have a few new units to the sale this year, so I want to make sure to give you kind of the overview. The Camp Card is a discount card with significant offers from local businesses to help Scouts earn their own way. To me, it's not a complicated sale. The card itself was designed to be a low-cost offering to customers and families to help Scouts fund their scouting experience, and mostly to help get them to the camps of their choice. There's a lot of flexibility on how you structure your unit sale. However, we believe that it's most successful when used to help Scouts get to camp, whether that be a Scouts BSA resident camp, day camp, or family camp, or a number of other camps along the way. Depending on how your unit is financed, you might also consider using it to help offset the cost of dues or fund registration costs. It's completely up to you. The sale is no risk. Any unsold cards can be returned as long as they are returned on or before the deadline. If you do not, you risk losing a portion or even all of your commissions. So just keep those dates in front of you and make sure Scouts are tracking their cards. Remember that Scouts are selling scouting, and it's not just the card. For instance, when I buy popcorn or camp cards, it's not for the popcorn or the discounts. I'm really looking at it as an opportunity to help a young person earn their way in our program, and also help them learn how to make a sale. So let's take a look at what is on the card. We have 3 break-off tabs this year. Ace Hardware is back with $5 off of $25. And this year, Shields is coming on board with a $10 off of $50. And Dick's Sporting Goods is back with $10 off of $50. So right there, if you use all 3 discounts, you've made your money back plus saved $20. So that's a pretty good deal in my opinion. On the back of the card, there's also great multiple use, easy access offers from our friends at Del Taco, The Summit, Glow Golf, Pizza Ranch, Louie's, Dickies, Jiffy Lube, Big Five, and Adventures Out West. The new or returning offers come in the form of Carl Jr.'s, Domino's, Texas Roadhouse, and a great offer from Papa John's. There's some really, really great deals out there that you'll have at your fingertips. So now I'd like to spend some time talking about the digital card that comes with each purchase of a physical card. We have again partnered with a company called Entertainment to give every Camp Card customer access to thousands of similar, or in some cases even better deals through a mobile friendly website that you can access anywhere. I use it throughout the year and have been pretty impressed by all the savings that a single Camp Card can give you. But I just want to share a couple thoughts here. So first, there's a unique one-time access code on every card and some simple instructions how to use it. Note that this year it is not an app. So if you've been using an app and are trying to expect to use that again, it will not work this year. Rather, it is a mobile-friendly website. something different this year as well is that there was unlimited access to offers last year, or they would just disappear. But each code is good for 25 offers. And you might say, oh, that's not as good a deal. But in my opinion, that just means that you'll have an opportunity to sell more cards to individual people. Something to note, Safeway was on our physical card last year, but it is not this year. You'll find some significant offers from Safeway if you use the digital card. So while we don't have the break off tab this year, you'll still be able to use it for groceries. And in my opinion, it's just as good and has multiple ways that you can use Safeway offers. You might have to travel to a different location before your card runs out, but you can always load in a new card number and you'll be able to access Safeway deals at your preferred Safeway. Finally, I recommend approving location access when using the website. If you go to settings after you've logged in and click on search near me, this will give you the most relevant deals wherever you are currently at. Most are BOGO or significant offers, just like the ones on the card, but from literally thousands of businesses. All right. So some of the benefits of the feature, in my opinion, nearly everyone has a cell phone, which means that customers don't have to carry their camp card with them. Again, the digital card gives customers the ability to allow location access. So wherever you are, you're receiving deals for businesses that are in your immediate area. It even tells you how far a business is from where you are. So say you want to go out to eat and you want to save some money, but you don't know what's around you. Open up the digital card, hit the dining tab, and you'll immediately see restaurants in your area and all of the different discounts of places in your area as well. So in many cases, each business has 3 to 5 offers, so multiple things that you can choose from. Perhaps one of the biggest benefits, besides the ability to have deals on your phone, is the fact that it can be used all over the United States. That means grandma and grandpa can buy a card. Your high school friends that want to support your son or daughter's scouting experience can buy a card. All 894 of your Facebook friends can buy a camp card. Really, the market for a scout sale grew exponentially. So lots and lots of people that you can sell to. The variety in offers is tremendous. Offers are broken down into different categories. One of the categories is popular offers, which is a category that combines a lot of the other categories, but just the most popular. You'll find the Safeway discount is in that area. There's a tab for restaurants, automotive, family fun, golfing, health and beauty, home and garden, local shopping services, skiing, and travel. So lastly, while they're tremendous offers, they do run out, only 25 per card. I'll let customers know that so that they can buy more, or give them your contact information so that they can reach out to you when they need another one. All right, so most of you who have joined us this evening are acting as the camp card chair for your unit. I really want to thank you for taking on this important role. Let me share just a few of the key responsibilities that you have. Number one, setting a goal with the help of your unit committee. Establish a goal and a reason for the goal. Are you trying to help scouts pay for camp? Are you trying to help scouts pay for dues or registration? Depending on your goal, you may want to take some time to calculate how many camp cards it'll take to cover the costs. For example, the registration and program fee come to about $135. You divide that by $2.50 and you will get your need to sell, which is 54 cards. So it would take a scout 54 camp cards sales to pay for their own registration and program fee. So really spend some time thinking about what the true need is and help scouts calculate their goals. Like you would plan a Cub Scout meeting as a den leader, put some time into planning a high quality kickoff. I think too many scouting units hand out cards and say, turn in your camp cards so that we can settle up at the end of the sale. A successful sale is much more than that. Also communicate regular checkpoints with scouts that are selling, frequent reminders about storefront sales, and suggestions help keep the sale in the forefront. So make sure that that's a part of your weekly meetings. And lastly, backdate times for scouts to turn in unsold cards and money to you. make sure you start several weeks out before the date the money is due to the council so that you aren't tracking down individual scouts. Also, please ensure that you have enough time to coordinate with your unit treasurer to write a single check to the Pathway to the Rockies Council for the full amount of the camp cards that you sold. We cannot take large amounts of cash, and we do not accept unit debit payments, as we lose quite a bit of money on the transactional fees. So this ensures that we're able to give back as much as possible to units in commission. All right, so let's briefly talk about distribution and policies. Tomorrow, March 15th, is the distribution day. Distribution is from 9 to 4 p.m. at the Colorado Springs office. And we are shooting to get some cards to Pueblo as well. And I think that we'll probably at least have them there by 10 o'clock. So after tomorrow, you can stop in any time during normal business hours. Remember that the office is closed on Monday and Friday afternoons after 1 p.m. If you'd like to come in during one of those times that our front desk is closed, please reach out to me and we'll find a way to coordinate someone to be here to help you out. First preference, though, is for units to all check out cards tomorrow. The return policy. Any unsold cards and money are due to the Council Service Center on Thursday, June 15th by 4 p.m. Units that don't turn cards and money in by this date will receive a reduced commission of 25% for cards sold. So please put this date on your calendar. And as we talked about before, make sure to backdate the days you need scouts to turn in cards. Cards must be in new condition, so encourage your scouts to treat each card like a $5 bill. I have had questions in the past from folks that have said, well, you know, if we're going to use this to help pay for camps, we probably need a payment. We need to check a little bit sooner. If you are done with your sale and you are ready to check out and you need a check a little sooner than that, I'm more than happy to work with you as a one-off. We do have a structured date for commission checks, but if you are ending early and want that to happen, I am more than happy to help you with that. So just let me know. The unit kickoff, it's pretty simple. It's to inform and excite your scouts. A couple tips. Don't treat the kickoff as just another announcement. The sale gives the scout a real opportunity to fund their way and give them some extremely valuable sales experience. Many times in your life, you've had to sell something, maybe a product to yourself, to a potential employer, or an idea. So let's give these scouts that same opportunity. Check out a modest number of cards to each selling scout. Start with 5 to 10, and then let the scouts know that they can always get more. And then during the kickoff, talk about how the money is going to be used and the importance of them participating. Thoroughly educate scouts and their parents on how the digital card works. That'll be a real talking point that you'll want to make sure that you're in the know about right away, so that you can effectively give them that information. Review dates. You can do some role plays about the do's and don'ts. Just as a side note, there's a camp card guidebook on our camp card page on the website. You pull that down, that has some information about do's and don'ts that you can share with your scouts. And then issue them the challenge, make some informal rewards to encourage scouts to report how many cards they've sold when they come into their meetings. And you all are very creative. I'm sure you can think of some other ways to do that. Sales methods. I'm sure through popcorn and some other product sales that you've been a part of, I'm sure you're very familiar with the different sales methods, but I want to just review them real quickly here. Door-to-door is a great way to sell cards. Encouraging scouts to go door-to-door is always going to yield good results. Make sure to check out the printable door hangers and on our website, or you can make your own. Leaving neighbors a note on their door with contact info and a way to buy cards, maybe the preferred way that customers will buy cards, so keep that in mind. Use social media with the digital card staying on the card. Your scout will increase sales dramatically by offering to send them the cards in the mail. You can set up a Venmo account if you haven't already, or any number of online payment methods for customers to make their payments. Sell at work. Great sales sheets with an example card and share how the card works, and then show and sell. So you're certainly welcome to sell at businesses like many of you have done with popcorn. I do want to note that Dick's Sporting Goods and Shields do not allow storefront sales. So if you were thinking about contacting them, please do not. If you do, you may risk our ability to get some of these offers back on our card in the future. I do know that Ace Hardware has been friendly to selling, and we have a council coordinated storefront sale at Bass Pro. You can see our website or our Facebook page for more information about how to sign up for those slots. But please do not contact Dick's Sporting Goods or Shields. Okay, so just a quick slide on a couple of sales techniques that you should be keeping in mind. These are available in the Camp Card Guidebook, so I'm not going to go through them. I just want you to remember that each scout selling camp cards is representing the mission and the values of the BSA, wear the uniform, and represent the BSA with pride. So that's all I'll say there. And lastly, we have a limited supply of some durable camp card posters this year. We have some card stock posters that you'll get 2 of each automatically, but we have some, they're plastic kind of corrugated style posters that we have purchased 10 of. 2 of them will remain at the Colorado Springs office. 1 will remain at Pueblo, and those can be used for weekly checkouts that are due back on the Monday after the weekend. And then we have 7 additional posters that can be purchased for $20 each. That's a $40 discount, by the way. So they are on a first come, first served basis. They just came into the office this afternoon. So if you are a unit that would like to buy one of those, we'll just do this on a first come basis. If you want to send me an email and say, hey, I want one of your 7 posters, I'd be happy to do that for you. So I promise a quick and easy presentation this evening. I'd like to wrap up our time together and just want to ask you to put your questions into the chat function. I see some of you have already done that. If you want to stick around and take a look at the digital card, I'm happy to do that as well. And lastly, I just want to say thank you for attending. We were really looking forward to seeing you at our offices tomorrow for distribution. For those of you staying on the line, I'm going to ask Brandon now to help me out by sharing some of your questions, starting with the most frequent.
All right, so a couple of questions. You sort of addressed this one about getting a payout sooner. This has come up a little bit more. You addressed it a little bit, but I also want to share that the end of camp payments isn't always the end of camp payments. I know, like at Camp Alexander, we have the final payment, and then there's, merit badge class payments, and then scouts generally go to camp with money for a trading post. So keep those things in mind as well. But Jeremy, do you want to talk a little bit more about if a unit wants to close out early and get a payment early?
Yeah, so it's the same process as closing out at the end of the sale. You bring all your money, and that's $5 for every card. We've had people confused about that in the past and just bring us $250. By our regulations, we need to take full payment for each card, and then we issue a commission check to units. But you just basically just send me an email and let me know how you want to settle up. And you can do that at the Pueblo office, or you can do that here at the Colorado Springs office. And then I will put in a check request for you, and that'll come probably approximately 2 weeks. So just keep that in mind. We have a little bit of processing time.
And I think I know the answer to this one, but I want you to verify this. The Ace Hardware locations, you said Colorado Springs locations. Mm-hmm. I think that's a franchise owner issue. Can you go into that?
Sure. So the offer is only good for Colorado Springs based Ace Hardwares. The particular owner group only has the Ace Hardwares here in Colorado Springs. Not to say that you shouldn't try. I know that a lot of Aces will honor these coupons as well. So give it a shot, but just know that they do have the ability to say no to that in places other than Colorado Springs.
Somebody about the Safeway coupon. Like Jeremy said, it's not a snap off this year, unfortunately, but it does exist. Certain Safeways do exist in the digital version. Do you want to talk about that a little bit more? Or?
I have not had time to explore all the Safeways in our service area, but I have a feeling that almost all of them probably have the same offer. It's a $10 off 75. You can redeem it from your phone. You can print it at home and take it with you. I think it has a redeemable window of about 2 weeks. So just keep that in mind if you print it at home. My suggestion is always have a tab on your phone that's for bsacampcard.com, and have the location services turned on so that it's giving you the best deals. And you can search by Safeway. We can pull that up here in a few minutes after we get through our questions, and I can share with you how to navigate a little bit. But that's my suggestion. Just use it as a website on your phone, and then you can redeem it with a barcode right at the store from your phone.
Yeah, I went ahead and added it as right to my homepage on my phone. So it just opens it right up. It looks like an app. So
Great.
Somebody asked if they sell one to somebody out of state, do they mail it? Yeah, if you want to sell some to your friends out of state, friends or family, mail them that physical card as well as there's a code on the back. The physical card might not be as well good on the if you mail it. So
yeah, when it comes to mailing, it might if you're selling to people out of state, it might just be best to take a photo and send it to them directly so that they can take that code and put it into their phone. That'll be easier, save you a stamp. I don't think there are any nationwide offers that are on our physical card. I know that Dick's Sporting Goods and Shields are a front range kind of deal. Ace is local. The other ones on the back are more local as well. So keep that in mind. Really, they want the code, and honestly, it's just as good. So send that code to them, and I think they'll be pleased with their $5 investment in your Scout. Yeah,
the online offers, they're pretty good. I'm scrolling through them now. Slide deck, you're going to make that available on our website, I assume?
Yep. And I'll have a recording of this kickoff as well.
And somebody asked about pickup times. Just to reiterate, tomorrow at our council office in Colorado Springs from 9 to 4. If you're in Pueblo, we'll have some cards that are down there by 10, we think.
Maybe. Yep. I would recommend counting your cards just to make sure. Brandon counted most of them, so they're probably off by 1 or 2. So
just faster counter, that's all. Somebody's asking about the Dick's coupon only in Colorado Springs. Is I don't know where
it's a front range offer. If it says Colorado Springs only, I've used it in Denver, and it is definitely good at the Pueblo Dick's Sporting Goods. I can tell you that.
And then somebody asking about the reason the app isn't available. I don't know that but I will say that the website, the BSA Camp Card website, is quite mobile friendly. So
yes, the app was a little bit clunky in my opinion last year. So just using the card so far this year, the digital version is much easier to use in my opinion.
And like I said, I went ahead and just added that website to the homepage on my iPhone. So it interacts and looks just like an app from my home screen. So
excellent. Yeah. Any other questions? All right. So I am going to share. Let me see if I can find it here.
Somebody asking about setting up their own storefronts. Are there any places they should not be going? Obviously, Shields and Dick's. Asking about Safeway.
Wherever you've had luck, please continue to do that. Besides those 2 locations, I don't think anything else is going to really affect our ability to get some offers back on the card. If you find one that is an absolute no, let me know. I can start putting together a list of prohibited places to sell, just so you aren't wasting your time. That'd be helpful to me. Okay. Can everybody see the digital camp card? Can you see that, Brandon?
No.
No, I just see a blank screen.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
All right. This is our digital camp card. This is my tester. They gave me a testing account and I pulled off a couple of offers, but this is the front page. It looks a little different in certain areas. For instance, if you click on dining here, it'll take you to another page that has a number of other tabs. This to me is a little bit more user friendly. You can do your local shopping. See what that looks like. Hey, look at that. Number one on the list is Albertsons Safeway. So if I click on this particular offer, it'll take me to a page 10 off of grocery purchase of 75 or more. Here's the restrictions. You can either print it or you can use this to redeem from your phone. So there's that. Let's see here. I got some stuff in my way. All right. So if you want to take a look at your profile, oh, no, that's not what I want. I lost it. There's a settings function where you can select search by location. Here it is. I think this may not be it. I'm sorry, I'm going to have to do a little digging a little deeper. This is brand new to me as well. But here, your popular categories are over here. Popular offers, like I talked about earlier, these are offers from places that they have, certain agreements with. But the local shopping is one that you're going to want to keep at your fingertips for the Safeway ad. And all these are by location. I plugged in my area, and it just goes with me wherever I go, and it tells me what's closest, and it tells me what the offers are. So, okay. Any questions? Anywhere you want to look? Okay, so when you get your cards, take that first card, put the code in, get yourself up to speed about how it works, so that you can share that information with your families as well.
Somebody's asking about the Safeway. Is that a single use? That's gonna, I believe, don't let me speak out of turn, Jeremy. I believe that's gonna be a per location situation there, so.
Yeah, that is correct. And like I said before, if you're willing to travel a little bit away from your preferred Safeway, you'll get another $10 off of 75 offer. You can always put in a code for another card. So that's your way to sell multiple cards. Put in another code, and that offer will repopulate for you. So if you're not done with your 25 offers, but you're wanting to get that particular offer back because it's such a good deal, you can put in a new code and you'll get that offer back. Does that make sense? Okay. Any other questions? All right. Again, thank you, everybody. If you do have questions after we hang up tonight, and you want to send me a quick email, I'm more than happy to send you a quick note, let you know the answers. But I think this is a great sale, a great card. Should, in my opinion, it's a no-brainer for $5. I feel like we should be able to sell this all day long. So just let me know if you have any questions, and good luck on your sales, and we'll see you tomorrow for distribution. All right, I'll hang out just for a couple minutes if people want to turn on their microphones if they have some questions that they didn't get into the chat function. If not, we'll see you tomorrow.
What is your email address, please?
Sure, yeah. Jeremy, Jeremy .snook, SNOOK at scouting.org. Thank you. I think that's probably Brandon.
Yep.
Thank you.
Any other questions?
yes, there is a digital code on every single one of the $5 cards.
Yes. I put it on with Sharpie for every single one.
Can we do cash for the durable sign that you were offering?
Yes.
Or does that need to be a check?
No, you can do cash for that. Yep.
Okay. And do you have any recommendations on for or against, with popcorn sales, we had the popcorn kernels inventory and they didn't use their individual inventory. This is my first year doing it. So do you have any recommendations on that? Or do you think that the kids can use their own inventory at storefronts?
That's a good question.
I
It's
think
not as
that
robust of a
is-
sale as popcorn.
Right.
So
Yeah.
you can keep a stack just for sales like that if you know that somebody's going to be there all the time. But if you want to send somebody out without your unit supply, using their own inventory is just as good. I would recommend having them keep a record of the number of sales that they made by each event or going door to door. Yeah.
Okay.
Do you have any other feedback, Brandon?
I think part of the beauty of this is that it doesn't need to get quite as complex. I mean, there's a lot of cool stuff in the world of popcorn, but keep it as simple as possible. We got one product, one price point. Whatever works for you in your unit, I think is best.
Yep.
Yeah, and if I could comment on that. I mean, it is probably troop specific too. For example, our storefronts. So we have the cards for the kids that they can check out, and our policy within our troop is that if they saw door to door, they get the $250 or the benefit from camp sales. And what we have our storefronts for is for troop gear. So the sales, it's kind of like they're giving back to the troop, whereas they're selling at the storefront, the funds that they get is going to be going towards the troop. But again, that's a troop decision on how you'd probably want to talk to your committee about how they would want to do that.
Yep. Good feedback.
Yeah, we do the same. Any storefront is troop fodder, and door to door is per individual scout. And we kept two ledgers. We kept what we gave to the individual scout, and then the cards that we kept back for the troop that was used at storefront sales. That's just how it's worked good for us in the past.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Anybody else?
Hey, I had a quick question about pickup tomorrow. Is it just any time? Don't have to make an appointment, just show up, or?
No appointment necessary. Stop in anytime between 9 and 4. We do close at 5, but it really, especially with the process of counting cards, you're going to want to verify that you have the right number of cards. Again, I was joking, Brandon, me, all of our staff, we're counting cards the other day. So you'll definitely want to make sure that we did our job right. So just get in there.
I just want to say thanks for doing the meeting, guys. It was very, very good and informative. I really appreciate it.
Great. Thank you.
So I just want to double check because I was taking notes and I think I missed it. We don't have to pick up tomorrow though, right? We can come later this week and pick up, correct?
That is correct. Yep. After tomorrow, basically anytime during normal business hours. But again, keep in mind that we are closed after 1 p.m. on Mondays and Fridays. And then in Pueblo, we're only open 9 to 2 Monday through Friday. So just want to make sure you're aware of those times. All right. Any last minute questions? All right. Good luck. Thank you for coming on tonight, and have a great rest of your evening. Bye.